the morning of the show, the atmosphere was much different. There was a tension there. There was a hostility and negativity that skewed everyone's normal perception and, of course, prevented anyone from deriving the pleasure they might have had otherwise. Everything was askew at this point. It was not a normal contest. No one was talking or acting as the way they usually do. There was a strain and tension in the air all the way through. Then the issue of the weight classes came up, and there was a lot of arguing going on between Arnold and a few of the guys. I wasn't even concerned about that. I didn't care one way or the other. I thought I could win. It was a very large room. There must have been maybe 50 or 60 people in there, and Arnold, as usual, wanted to be the center of attention. But he had said something to denigrate Amir Badu in front of everyone, something that was uncalled for. He was making a fool out of himself, but at that time I wasn't concerned. I thought if Amir Badu wanted to defend himself, that was his business. So he was going through his antics. At one point, Boyer Coe stood up as a gentleman and said, look, why don't we just let Arnold explain to all of us right here, right now, what his reasons are for wanting to have weight classes. Maybe we can get to the bottom of this instead of arguing aimlessly. He said, oh, come on, Mentzer, we all know that you lost last year because of your big belly. And I allowed that to irritate me perhaps too much, and on impulse, I ran over towards him. I was surprised. Arnold Schwarzenegger sat down. I scared him. He went over and sat in the corner, and when he went to sit down, I continued at him. I was wagging my finger at him, telling him that his behavior was reprehensible, that it was not Boyer Coe who needed to grow up, but him. And he couldn't look me in the eye. He literally went from being a frantic, hysterical adolescent to shrinking away like an injured child. And that's really gives you some indication, some clues to his character. Joe Weider told me later that Arnold was on cocaine that day. And in looking at some of the photographs later on, I believe that he had an unusually stressed look on his face. The veins on his forehead were distended. All symptoms of being on cocaine. Most likely he was. But it became very clear, especially later on as the day proceeded, that things weren't the way they should be.